When did you first start songwriting then? 12.
Probably something like that. Yeah, I've always written songs. Before I played guitar, I wrote songs. They were really bad. But
I was going to say, what was the first song you ever wrote? Do you remember the first thing you ever wrote?
No.
No, you do. You just don't want to tell us. I bet he does.
Well, I was writing bad songs when I was probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 or something. So.
But you have to start somewhere.
You do have to start, yeah.
Your harmonies together, the three of you, are just stunning. They're sort of angelic. They take you to another planet. How, do you warm? I didn't see you come in and warm up together. You just stood and sang. That's quite incredible.
Yeah, we really should have done. Yeah, it's just kind of laziness and unprofessionalism more than anything.
Yeah. That's just another thing that the band, Scott had never actually sung before in a band when he joined our band, and we were in the studio one day and just said, "Can you sing?" And he was like, "Give it a go, why not?" And he had this crazy high falsetto voice, so ever since then there's been 3-part harmony all over every song. We've tried on this record to move away from that a little bit, that there are harmonies but they're more focused, and it's rather than just blanket thirds and fifths on every bit of the melody. We've been a bit more careful with, okay, does this need harmony here, or, and also some of the harmonies are a bit less typical, and there are backing parts now that that do their own thing and don't match the lead vocal and that kind of thing, which is a conscious decision on our part not to fall into that, just into a template of, okay, 3-part harmony here and here and here and whatever, like, so we've tried to be a bit more thoughtful with it on the new record.
No, it's absolutely beautiful. You do spend a long time on the road. I know you're about to go around the UK and then off to America. I think I've read in an interview saying, that whoever the driver is gets to choose the music. What sort of obscure musical treats and delights have you heard from each other in the band? I hear you're huge fans of power metal, or someone is a fan of power metal.
If the rhythm section are driving, then everyone else's headphones go straight in.
Yeah.
Because it's power metal central, basically.
They're big fans of a band called Powerwolf.
Okay,
German power metal combo. So yeah, we've been subjected to a number of musical delights in inverted commas.
Do you get your revenge? Can you?
Well, when Matt drives, there's like 6 hours of folk music. So
I listen to a lot of country
music, yeah. So I think that's his revenge, like proper country. Yeah.
Not even accessible country, like proper.
Yeah,
like
really old outlaw country. Willie Nelson.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Willie Nelson, that's not like torture. Is it lovely to revisit, when you hear the songs from Shallow Bed that you wrote? I mean, how long ago did you write those songs now?
I don't even like to answer that.
4 years ago?
Well,
probably 4.
Some of them were written 10 years ago. Wow. So we ran into a bit of a roadblock midway through this Icelandic odyssey, and when we came back, there was a lot of dreamy, landscapey kind of sounds, and not any really kind of hooky, more upbeat stuff. So we actually went back into the rehearsal room here in the UK and started to write just as a band in a room, and tried to kind of rediscover that element of our songwriting. And we went into our friend's studio, he's a guy we've worked with for years, since I was 15, and just threw those songs together in a much less of a reflective way and much more of a kind of instinctive way. So we ended up with these 2 groups of songs on the record. They're kind of the more considered atmospheric kind of stuff that we did in Iceland, and then some more immediate kind of indie rock stuff that we did in the UK.
Peter, Matt, thanks so much for talking to us on the Music Room. Wonderful to have you. What are you going to play for us?
This is an older song called Bible Belt.
Fantastic. From the first album, Shallow Bed. Lovely. Thank you.
is drinking again. This might be the coldest winter since records began. You are alone, steady with wintry calm. Leading the children softly across the farm. Each morning you'd march your sisters like soldiers to school, 'cause lo and behold, your father had drunk all the fuel. You are alone, steady with wintry calm. Somewhere inside the fire of your youth went out. But you swear blind, there is no weight in the water now. You say, my love, you take the cards that you're dealt. 'Cause there's no guiding light, our king aligned to Bethlehem. If it's dark outside, you light the fire yourself. And darling, when the ice caps melt,